As we start this video here, I'd like you to kind of just go into this expecting to find something that you're not expecting. That you just never know. You just never know how far-reaching certain truths really are, you know? And it just goes back to that simple saying, seek and you shall find. And, you gotta wonder what you're looking for, because that's half of, the finding, You gotta wonder what you're looking for in your ultimate goal of this seeking. What are you looking for? Are you looking for vainglorious power, vanity, power over others, or are you looking for the truth, which is none of those things? A lot of people, when they look for things like that, if they're looking for vanity, if they're looking for year God-like doctrines, and, they're there. They're there. You're going to find them. Now, nonetheless, they're contorted. They're distorted. They've been rearranged and compiled in such a way to tempt you. There's no doubt about it. But I think those are more or less, it's almost like a fail-safe in the universe, if you will, for finding out really who is true of heart of the message, and really who is capable of going the distance, who is really able to trod that path, to go through the eye of a needle. And, so many are not. And it comes down to what they're looking for. And in this video here, I hope that I show you that what I'm looking for, I can show you that I've already found it. And that many people before me, and so many more after, have done the same. It's there. The goodness, the joy, the love, the brotherhood, the reality of what we all expect from a loving creator. It's there. It's there many-fold, many times over. But you have to be willing to have the faith in it and to go into the distance to seek it out. So let's begin. I'd like to just say that I'm going to read 3 things to begin this video off with. They're seemingly separate sources of information, although 2 of them come from the Hebrew Bible. One from the book of Daniel, one will be the words of Jesus Christ, and then the third will be from this book here. Now, I'm going to read from here first, then go to Daniel, and then we will close with the words of Jesus Christ. I'm not going to explain too much here as I read it. I'm basically going to allow you to hear it, and then afterwards I'll offer what I can, what I'm able to show you how this all interconnects as one incredible thing, one very dynamic, incredible thing. So not only are we going to see more of these Sumerian proclamations, traditions, even outright prophecies of these ancient gods that are interlaced within the Hebrew Bible, we're going to see something more. And it's something that, like I said, I don't think many people at this point are expecting to find. The descent of Ishtar to the underworld. To Kernugi, land of no return, Ishtar, daughter of Sin, was determined to go. The daughter of Sin was determined to go to the dark house, dwelling of Urkala's god, to the house which those who enter cannot leave. On the road, where traveling is one way only, to the house where those who enter are deprived of light, where dust is their food, clay their bread, they see no light, they dwell in darkness. They are clothed like birds, like feathers. Over the door and the bolt, dust is settled. Ishtar, when she arrived at the gate of Kernugi, addressed her words to the keeper of the gate. Here, gatekeeper, open your gate for me. Open your gate for me to come in. Once again, that information comes from here. Now, I'm going to show you the very same thing, but yet there's more that we receive from the story in the Hebrew Bible. And we're going to find this out in the book of Daniel. We're going to be looking at chapter 4. If you'd like to read the beginning there, feel free, pause it. I'm going to go ahead and start reading from verse 10. Thus were the visions of mine head in my bed. I saw and behold a tree in the midst of the earth, and the height thereof was great. The tree grew and was strong, and the height thereof reached unto heaven, and the sight thereof to the end of all the earth. The leaves thereof were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and in it was meat for all. The beasts of the field had shadow under it, and the fowls of the heaven dwelt in the boughs thereof, and all flesh was fed of it. I saw in the vision of my head upon my bed, and behold, a watcher and a holy one came down from heaven. He cried aloud and said thus, Hew down the tree, and cut off his branches. Shake off his leaves, and scatter his fruit. Let the beast get away from under it, and the fowls from his branches. Nevertheless, leave the stump of his roots in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass, and the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beast in the grass of the field. Let his heart be changed from a man's, and let a beast's heart be given unto him, and let 7 times pass over him. This matter is by decree of the watchers, and by the demand of the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. And whereas the king saw a watcher and a holy one coming down from heaven, and saying, Hew down the tree and destroy it, yet leave the stump of the roots thereof in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass, and the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beasts of the field, till 7 times pass over him. This is the interpretation, O king, and this is the decree of the Most High, which is come upon my lord the king. That they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, and they shall make thee to eat grass as an oxen, and they shall wet thee with the dew of heaven, and 7 times shall pass over thee, till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. The same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from men, and did eat grass as an oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till his hairs were grown like eagle's feathers, and his nails like bird claws. Where dust is their food, clay their bread, they see no light, they dwell in darkness, they are clothed like birds with feathers. I'm going to start reading here at verse 18 of chapter 18 of the book of Matthew. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever ye shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again I say unto you, that if 2 of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask it, shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. Never forget that. Very important. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Jesus saith unto him, I say not unto thee, until 7 times. Genesis chapter 4. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. I'll be back.